It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Bulls out in Chicago. For Chicago, they continue to pile up the wins, only one loss in weeks. They expect to win every time they take the court. All-Star Week is rapidly approaching. Whoa, that is rapid, that thing. Yeah. Who do you think benefits the most from this break in the action?
Oh, guys nursing injuries. You know, if you have a minor injury, this is a great time to get 3 or 4 days to just kind of chill out, get healthy, get some treatment. And the older veterans, they could just rest up because this is maybe a 10th year in the league. You're like, okay, I need a break.
You know, it's a good mental break for everybody, all the players. And coaches, they can sit back and have strategy assessments, player assessments, all type of assessments and accessories.
Yeah, and if anybody needed a mental break, it's you. Here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
You can hear the roar here at the United Center on the day that George Washington was born. 2K Sports brings you the best in NBA coverage. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game like this?
Well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it because this is what the season is about. 82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Matthew Dellavedova. He's out there with Lonzo Ball, and it's Peterson in at the small forward. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Over to the left wing. Here's Buckets. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And so here is Chicago following the bucket by the Hawks.
You know, Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
Knocked loose, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head coach. He thinks rebounding could be the X factor today. He told me it doesn't matter what they do in other areas if they get dominated on the glass. Yet he admitted it was a possibility against a team that puts so much effort into that element of the game. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you. So what does that mean if your man is doing a better job cleaning the paint?
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against Detroit. Peterson the pass to Richmond, and it's Richmond finishing it off.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Inside, Richmond with the steal. Here's Peterson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Hayward on the wing, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hayward's got 6.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Cole over Hayward, and it's Cole missing.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
McCree's shot is good.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already, if at all possible. Make someone else beat you.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Connects from 3-point range.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Dellavedova kicks the ball. Back to Dellavedova. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, for a guy who really struggles inside the 3-point line, Dellavedova with a nice move there.
Here's McCree. He had 10 points in the win against New York. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Number 1, the Bulls.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Poke loose. Out to the right wing. Moving against Ball. Puts it up. They get it back. And no good that time. The Bulls leading by 7. Buckets passes to Anderson. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Ball against Irving. To the inside. Richmond. And Richmond with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Well, Brent, as a former dunk contest winner, I have to ask your thoughts on one of the great Hawks of all time, the terrific human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins.
Well, Dominique, one of the greatest athletes this game has ever seen, and one of the most feared dunkers, obviously, of his era. You remember a lot of the highlights with Nick coming in, flying in, and finishing off a shot that might have missed from the opposite wing and going up over the top of 2 or 3 guys. So he certainly doesn't get enough credit nationally for the type of offensive firepower that Nick provided for his beloved Atlanta Hawks for years and years.
Here's McCree following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Pass to McCree. Kicks it to Irving. Here's the 3. The Bulls get it back in a new 24. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
From deep. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Up by double digits already and no sign of let up.
Inside and finished off by Anderson.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Now here's Ball. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Richmond with the bucket.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Hawks. Passes to McCree. Here's Hayward. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
They grab their own miss, and the layup is good. Hayward's got 12 in the game.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Little General's checked in for the Bulls.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Lonzo Ball. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's right around 17 points a night, 9 assists, and just over 2 steals. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Payne, he's checked in for Chicago. Pass to Cole. The long distance 3 is buried. Cole's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Ball. Unloads from 13. Hayward can't hit.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Now here's Payne. After Gordon Hayward's miss, here's Wolf. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Elvidova's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Little General. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Buckets. Offensive rebound. And Hayward with the stuff.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
And that is a statement. We're going to keep coming at you hard, even if we've got the lead.
Payne's shot is good.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Dellavedova kicks to Richmond. Here's Ball. Another three for Atlanta.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Here's Little General. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Ball, the pass to Richmond. Back to Ball. To the right side. And here's the fast break. Here's Anderson. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got 7 points.
Already they've piled up 8 second chance points.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. Valentine's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Ball. Second shot opportunity. And Richmond with the nice bucket inside. 10 points for him.
Yeah, can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
The pass to Anderson. Now here's Valentine. Not a lot of room. A little shot fake there. Got the D out of position.
And boy, have they come out strong. Really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Here's Cole. It's blocked. Pass to Valentine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And Payne slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Ball. He's got 5, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Wants to get it to Richmond, and does. Cole's shot is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes it to Buckets. From about 16, nice touch on the bank shot. Little General's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Here is Richmond. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Pistons in Detroit.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Here's Cole. 5 on the clock. Over Valentine. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Bulls leading by 17. Back to Payne from the arc. And the Bulls another 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Pope loose. Richmond dishes the ball. Anderson with the block.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Little General, defended by Dellavedova. Here's Wolf, and the Bulls another 3.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
It is brutal to try and match up on the perimeter with a team that is this hot.
So it's Gordon Hayward making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back to the action after this word. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
That's a quick way to build the lead, but Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
Jones is out there with Valentine. Then it's Payne, and then it's Little General, and it's Zeller in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Lob to Bradley, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the Bulls, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Atlanta's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Tries the hook. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Richmond's got 12 points in the game. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolved.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, it's changed.
Here's Little General, guarded by Bradley. His first shot coming late. Rebound by the Bulls. They beat the Hawks during the last encounter in Atlanta.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they took the opportunity and ran with it. A lot of scoring coming off the pine in that win.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now, here's ball. D right on him. Intercepted. Here's Wolf, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
So for the Bulls, McCree's checked in, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Cameron Payne. Here's ball. 5 points in the game. Atlanta calls timeout. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Bulls.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Hawks second.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Here's Bradley, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley. That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
And Zeller kicks to Valentine. Pass to McCree. Drills the three-pointer. McCree's got 11 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Ball, the pass to Cole. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Richmond with the steal. Here's Peterson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Knocked away. Richmond with the steal. He kicks it to Ball. Here's Cole. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Denzel Valentine. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
Richmond right side. It's blocked. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Kyrie Irving. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now the pass to Ball. Atlanta again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the paint. Here's McCree. And he converts the layup. McCree's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now he's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Ball kicks to Cole. Here's Peterson. And Jones sends it back.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Pass to McCree. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Cole's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Richmond. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Richmond's got 16.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Irving finds Zeller. Here's McCree. In the corner, Irving with it. Passes it to McCree. Zeller with it. Guarded by Bradley. A nice shot by Zeller.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
And it's Richmond finishing it off.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
Jones kicks to Irving. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Bulls. And a change for the Hawks. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Bradley. Here's Irving. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York. Bucket is good. 15 points in the game. Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Pass to Peterson. Back to Ball. Over Irving. And too long on the shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the shot goes in.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Here's Peterson. He's got 8. They get the rebound.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ball, the pass to Dellavedova. Here's Peterson. Over Valentine. Richmond. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
The 17-footer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Dellavedova kicks the ball. Back to Dellavedova. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Ball. No good that time. Great D that time from Irving.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 6.
This is a huge part of Dellavedova's game, draining spot-up jump shots.
Irving kicks to McCree. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. McCree's got 12 now in this quarter.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Richmond right side. Reverses, and Hayward with the block. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Cole. First in scoring, 3rd in blocks. And he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Irving dishes to Hayward. 3-pointer. Richmond with the rebound. Richmond's got his 6th rebound on the night and stolen by Valentine. And then Jones with the jam.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Ball, the pass to Dellavedova. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 8. Here's Irving. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The shot by Valentine, no good.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. It really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Chicago making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Jones. Buckets comes in for Valentine. And it's Little Journal in for Irving. And Chicago shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Hayward kicks to McCree. And 1:01 left in the first half. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. The pass to Cole. And here is Dellavedova. And the three ball is good. Dellavedova's got 7 points for the quarter.
There's Dellavedova. When he's in a good rhythm, he helps space the floor for this basketball team.
Pass to McCree. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Wolf. Over Peterson. Richmond with the rebound.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
For three, Hayward. Richmond with the rebound. Richmond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the middle. Here's Cole. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Cole's got 11 points.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Wolf drills it from outside.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got going a little bit, enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up fields. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Richmond. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Peterson in at the 3. 4 on the clock. Here's Irving. Up again. And Hayward is right there. Hayward's got the first bucket of the third here for Chicago.
That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
Cole looking for an opening. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Lets it go with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Ball against Irving. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta on D.
Love the fact that Ball can use his length to annoy shooters. Make sure whoever he's on doesn't get off a clean shot.
And it's Richmond finishing it off. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. McCree kicks to Anderson. No good with the triple. It's Cole with the ball for the Hawks. Dishes the ball. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his third foul of the game. It's stolen.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Down low, Richmond the pass the ball. Tipped away. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kicks it to Cole. Back to Ball. The baseline J. That one doesn't go. And it's Chicago the other way.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Atlanta. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Buckets. Misses the 3. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Count that one. Cole's got 13 points.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Irving kicks to McCree. Now the pass to Buckets. They could use a bucket. Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
I know Kyrie is one of the best finishers in the league, but trust me, he enjoys the 3 ball.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Here's Cole. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Hayward passes to Buckets. Bulls moving the ball around, and Anderson gets it to go.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Dives for it, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Chicago. Right now they've acquired the 2nd best record in the conference. And, of course, the Hawks, 6 games out.
And, you know, for the Bulls, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me. But it has not bothered them one bit.
Well, as high as those expectations were, they've only gotten higher as the season has gone along. They look poised to make a serious run at the trophy come playoff time.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Knocks it loose. Dellavedova from outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 16. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly Brent, a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Pass to Buckets. 3-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Buckets got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Bradley kicks to Cole. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Anderson. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Averaging about 15 points, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for Atlanta. Richmond kicks to Dellavedova. Good on the triple. Dellavedova's got 17.
The contributions have been huge from Delly in this one, sustaining his scoring ability in this one.
Here's Buckets. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Bradley with the ball, working on Payne.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Little General, he's checked in for Chicago. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Hawks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great 3rd quarter for them offensively. Pass to Cole. There's the triple. It's deflected. Here's Zeller. Oh,
man. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. They get a hand on it. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
To the paint. Here's Anderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Dellavedova finds Cole. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
16 feet away. Tries again. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 6.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Right, you're down by double digits. You have to play with maximum intensity just to have a chance to come back. Not seeing it here.
And it's Cole missing.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
To the paint, here's Richmond. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Richmond's got 4 this quarter.
Not sure you can ask for a better look. He can make those shots while sleeping.
The feed now to Anderson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Peterson. 13 points in the game. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Another 3 for Chicago.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Dellavedova, the pass to Peterson. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wide open look. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
From deep 3-point range. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Dellavedova kicks to Cole. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 18.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Payne passes to Buckets. And the Bulls, another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Bulls in second.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Outside Bradley passes it to Cole. Hawks passing it around. And it's Richmond finishing it off.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. The pass to Buckets. The tray. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 rebounds in this game. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Cole's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Payne. Payne's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Atlanta's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Dellavedova kicks to Richmond. Pass to Dellavedova. Now here's Richmond. Back to Dellavedova. Pass to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
So for the Bulls, Damian Jones comes in for Anderson. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Zeller. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Ball's checked in. 1:15 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 2. Valentine grabs the board.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
Here's Cole. Offline with his 3. The Bulls shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Passes it to Peterson. He kicks to Richmond. Here's Ball. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 10 points.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Jones, no luck. The Hawks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Cole's shot is good.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Now here's Payne. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Wolf. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
You like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Who's got next? We're kicking off the All-Star festivities with a showcase of the best of the league's up-and-coming talent. It's the Rising Stars Challenge.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jones is out there with Anderson. Then it's Payne. Then it's Tatum. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Inside, Jones gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Bielich guarded by Tatum. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
And the Hawks with possession. Kicks it to Austin. They get a hand on it. Pass to Isaac. Clock at 6. Bielich. And he makes good on the layup.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Anderson. Outside, Tatum. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's a shot you want Anderson to take all the time. Even if he has just a little bit of space, it's a high-quality look.
Passes it to Kelly. Here's Isaac. He's covered by Anderson. Isaac kicks to Austin. The pass to Kelly. Bielich. And the shot falls short this time. Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And no good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Payne looking around. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking, and of course this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with Summer League and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Anderson wide open, knocks down the three ball.
Well, you could see Anderson preparing the shot as the ball made its way to him. His ability to read the defense and create that good shot is remarkable.
Isaac kicks to Austin. Down low, it's stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. From deep, and it's good for two.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Poked away. Austin with it, working on Jones. Austin, the pass to Kelly. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Up top, Bellamy. Bielich, guarded by Tatum. Kicks to Kelly. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The shot by Bellamy, no good.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Payne. And finished off by Anderson.
He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
Now Bellamy. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his third foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Bielich, guarded by Tatum. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school in basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
Bellamy with it. From 13 feet, it goes down. Here's McCree. He kicks it to Jones. Pass to McCree. Back to Jones. Now, here's Isaac. Defended by Jones. Pass to Bellamy. Shot from free throw range. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bellamy's got 4 points in the quarter. And Chicago shooting wonderfully up to this point. 67%. McCree kicks to Zeller. Anderson passes to McCree. Back to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Bielich, guarded by Tatum. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
The three. Another three for Chicago.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Tipped away. Bielich, guarded by Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jones for 3 at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now here's Bellamy, guarded closely. Passes it to Smalls. Now here's Isaac, defended by Jones. Bielich used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Lets it go from deep, and it's Jones, that time on the assist from Ryan Anderson.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3 ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Buckets, he's checked in for Chicago. Payne comes in for Tatum. Richmond, he's checked in for Atlanta. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Bellamy. One team owner proposed that we should abolish the draft and have free agency for rookies, maybe giving lesser teams a bigger pool of money to spend. Just some of the ideas that these teams are in the league is throwing out there.
Well, that's an interesting idea. The one that I heard about last summer was in Houston trying to flip-flop free agency and the draft so that all of a sudden what you can do is draft players after it is that you've made all your free agent acquisitions, so you could draft positionally. You know you're set up for your team next year. And the more I've thought about that, Kevin, coming into the season, the more I like it. So we'll see what kind of traction that gets. And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Payne passes to Buckets. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Richmond with the stuff.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Off target from three-point range. Hawks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Zeller finds Jones. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Poked away and stolen by Payne. And the pass to McCree. Inside, it's tipped.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for buckets.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Kicks to Dellavedova. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. .20 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Bilic, he's covered by Anderson. Bilic, Anderson with the block. Pass to McCree. And here's Payne. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.